Bạn ơi hãy đến quê hương chúng tôi, ngắm mặt biển xanh xa tít chân trời, nghe sóng vỗ dạt dào biển cả, phút phi lao gió thổi trên bờ. Buồm vươn cánh vượt sóng ra ngoài khơi, trong nắng hồng bừng lên sáng ngời. Miền Nam đất nước quê hương chúng tôi, có rừng dừa xanh xa tít chân trời. Người thiếu nữ dạt dào tình trẻ, sáng xinh tươi đáng tuổi yêu đời. Lòng trai trắng rộng lớn như biển khơi, với cánh tay dựng nên đất trời. Mùa xuân đã tới quê hương chúng tôi, mía ngọt chè xanh bông trắng lưng đồi, đồng xanh lúa dập dờn biển cả. Những ai dù con ngủ dù hời, đồng xanh lúa thẳng cánh bay cò bay, đưa nước về làng quê sáng rồi. Việt Nam yêu dấu xanh xanh lũy tre, suối đổ về sông qua những nương chè, dòng sông cuốn dồn về biển cả. Lứa thanh niên vui thỏa cuộc đời, mùa xuân tới nguồn sống dâng sục sôi. Đất nước tôi Việt Nam sáng ngời, mùa xuân tới nguồn sống dâng sục sôi. Đất nước tôi Việt Nam.
The biggest targets of the Vietnam-era war was Laos. It was second only to South Vietnam in tonnage dropped. The bombing of Laos was 2.5 times that of North Vietnam. Some of the raids were aimed at communist insurgents, and others at the Ho Chi Minh Trail, the system of roads that the enemy used to carry men and supplies to the south. That campaign expanded in 1968 after the bombing of North Vietnam was halted. Many of the warplanes were reassigned to missions over Laos. When South Vietnamese troops invaded Laos in 1971, American planes provided air support, and the pilots were convinced they made a big difference.
It's not the only answer. That's pretty evident, but it hurts them. You know that's ammunition and storage supplies and gasoline that are going off down there. They're enjoyable missions because you're helping friendlies. You can see results of what you're doing. You can hear results. Maybe a couple days later in the paper, you may even read results of what you're doing, and that's always gratifying. To know that there are friendly people down there that are getting shot up, and to know that we're helping them, it's satisfying.
The pilots were taking fire in Laos, but they said that wasn't the toughest part of the mission. The toughest part was landing back on the carrier. Some days that was more of a problem than others.
You've got two carriers out here on station. On a busy day, on occasion, does a pilot sometimes land on the wrong carrier?
Yeah. Not very often.
It's happened. It's been known to happen.
People you know are very close to you.
Maybe you can see me blushing, but it's happened before, and I did it once. There's been a lot of guys do it, but I'm not going to be the first to do it twice. I'll tell you that.
Many of the land-based missions were launched from bases in Thailand. They were not widely publicized at the time because Thailand officially was neutral. But the bases were there and busy, as Phil Jones discovered in 1971.
Utapao is the home of the B-52s in Southeast Asia, the planes that were originally built to carry atomic bombs, now outfitted with more than 21 tons of conventional bombs. American reporters are not permitted to film air bases in Thailand, primarily because the American government does not want the vast installations publicized. So these scenes were filmed surreptitiously, the giant B-52s in their revetments. It is almost a cliche now that the air war is an impersonal war. The men who drop the bombs rarely see their targets or the results of their bombings.